We've got some paper, lots of paper, and we've got a dog. We've got one dog. Some of my paper was taking my dog's spots. She made good work of it. She said, enough is enough. This ground is hard. I think this is an interesting idea too. Like, how much paper do you actually need for an entire winter? Paper, cardboard, all that stuff. I've got quite a bit hanging out around the stove. As you can see, it's not winter anymore, so I'm really gonna wonder what to do with it for the next 6 months. Currently 82. Ready to go? Don't know if I have an exact answer. It seems like I ended out the winter with more paper than I started with. We've got more here, and I didn't touch this at all. It's all full of paper. We've got some more in the tent, probably the most. I've actually done a couple of trips already, putting all this stuff in the garbage. Well, they've got a paper recycling situation in town that I try and... This stuff is kind of gone because look at how deep this water is in here. It's a good, I don't know. I'd like to say it's close to a foot deep. It's pretty deep. It's pretty slimy in there too. I did not cover this thing up when I said I would in the last video. We've just got so much to cover up. I mean, I don't know. There's so many little holes in here. It is, yeah. On top of the fact that I don't know if I really need any paper to start a fire with a blowtorch. I'm not one of these guys who can start a fire with a match. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I'm more like, hey, let's get some heat in here. Like now. I'm cold. Or I'd like to be warmer. You know? The propane is nice. It really is. It's nice to have a thing that's thermostatic. But for some reason, there's no heat like wood heat. It just warms me up really good. And I have no shortage of wood all over the place. And I think I love the fact that I've got a lot of kindling hanging out on the ground. It was actually frozen to the ground and I couldn't get to it. But now, you know, when I'm splitting all the wood in here, looks like the wind blew this guy down. Well, I didn't know how much wood I would need, so I just freaking brought up the full-on tree and laid him in here. Just started to cut pieces off as I needed it. We did pretty good though, and I'm grateful to say that I don't have to bring more up. I can just continue to chop these up and get them ready. I'm pretty confident that I could not have any paper in the beginning of the year and just continue to go on from there. Especially when I'm able to find things like this. When people throw away their newspapers, and look at all these flyers. Just 1 week. This is 1 week of, well, it's not that week's flyer anymore. It's wild. Saved some more pallets for the roof too. Looks like these have some sort of screws in them. I like these because they're freaking huge. There's not a lot of them, but the bigger I can get, the less work I have to do. Because a lot of those pallets are like 3 inches, or strange, very strange sizes. They're not like I mean, here's a good example. They're all different sizes. And they're not just 4 inches. They're like 4 3/8. So everything then has to be 4 3/8, which creates a lot more work. It's coming along good, but it takes a long time. It really does. But it looks really nice. Take a look at this here, huh? I think it looks pretty cool. I'm just using a little bit of everything, and I love those accent walls people have. This is just the coolest thing. I'm really trying to go different colors and leave all the stains and dirt on there as character. We're about 4 feet in. We've got about 10 feet to go. Things like this that I was talking about before. Hey, this one's 4 2/8. To try and make it even can take, I mean, cutting things like this just makes it really a long process. But I've even got things in here that are really cool. Like this is the bottom floor to the cabinets that used to be in my car. Good memory pieces. I actually put so much wood on here, the thing snapped. this little end. So I just use this jack here to help it out. I think that's basically what we're gonna try and do today is get rid of some of this paper. It's kind of like my own spring cleaning. A little gnarly. Let's see what we got. 5-inch deep water. In a tent. Oh yeah. Boxes are totally destroyed. That's the sign for my camper. One of my favorite things about working on Amazon was when I would see these like specialty boxes. This one's got a Garfield on it. Guess there was a Garfield movie. This box is actually made for cat. You just cut a hole in it or something. Hop in and get cozy, as it says here. Well, if that's too much work for you, let me see. Where's the other half of my joke here? First dine and then recline, baby. I always found Odie to be a lot cuter. Look at him. Look at that cute little man. We've got some paper. Lots of paper. And we've got a dog. We've got one dog. How are you doing, ma'am? We've got more paper. And still a dog. Some of my paper was taking my dog's spots. She made good work of it. She said, enough is enough. This ground is hard. Here's something interesting. How many eggs I've eaten. Look at all this. Eggs. Heavy cream. Yeah. Gotta try and make it quick. Those clouds look dangerous. But if you were worried about it, I really wouldn't be. I mean, on top of the fact that you might get enough junk mail to start a fire too. Boxes are kind of like a nice intermediary. I guess it's kind of like one of the pluses to splitting your own wood there, is you get all the freaking splintered kindling pieces that come off of it, as you saw on my ground earlier. Hey, there's a picture of Taylor Swift. If you really needed paper, just look at how much paper gets thrown away every single week by grocery stores that are changing their prices. Oh, look. This is our sale for the week. Well, it's not going to be our sale for next week. We got to throw it out. Not to mention newspapers, flyers. Look at all this. Look at that. I occasionally see them in the garbage can at work, and I'm just like, I've got to save you guys. I mean, I could also throw it in the baler. I think an animal made a house in the bottom of this one. You can see evidence. He's been here. Oh my gosh, look. A baby. That's so wild. Wow. It was a hard winter, that's for sure. It's freaking wild. Oh my gosh. The thing is so small. It's alive. Look at it. Look at it. It's alive. Holy crap. I thought I heard squeaking, but I thought it was making it up. Holy crap. I'm gonna have to bring him back and see if his mother will take to him. Yeah, we'll bring you back home. I'm just gonna try and pick you up. There we go. I don't even think he has eyes yet. Oh, look at those little baby eyes. Holy crap. Wow. This guy is super freaking small. Second coolest thing, I found a couple of boxes of drink mix. I had it at the bottom of the bag. These ones were for such a limited time. They got rid of all the signs. I'm gonna put him back in. I brought the box that his nest was in. Google told me not to feed him, but that he gets cold. So I got a little rag here for him. Put him back in his mouse den here. Oh. Right over here, yep. Oh, there's another one in there. There's another one underneath the flap. This one's bigger. Wow. It would have sucked if I threw this box away. So there's two babies in here. That guy's really lively. I'm not even sure if this one's alive. Oh, he's moving too. Yeah, that one's definitely bigger. Wow. Well, this is exciting, huh? Try to not have a shadow. It is pretty late. Yeah, they are pretty cute. I'll keep an eye on them. Oh, in the next couple of days. Try not to step in that puddle behind me. Here, we'll put you guys together. Here you go, guys. Just cover up. There you go. Yeah. Stay nice and warm. It's gonna be cold coming up. I hope your mother finds you soon.